starting practices, we're going to go over some basics, but we're going to do them in a little bit of a combinations, and we're going to really be focusing on our horse stance or our kibidash. Your stance is super important because it's what locks you into the ground and gives you that stability for your punches and your blocks, so you're not falling all over the place while you're trying to hit or while you're trying to block somebody from hitting you. But it's also going to give you that power that you need. Instead of just relying on just your arms alone, you want to make sure that your stance connects you to the ground for that second to make this block strong or to make this strike strong. So we want to really work on strengthening those leg muscles and feeling like we're stuck to the ground, like we're gripping the floor, we're heavy, something's pushing us into the ground, and if anything tries to blow us over or knock us over, then we're not going anywhere because we have that strong foundation. So we're going to try to stay in this kibidash for as long as we can. And we're going to go through a couple basic strikes. So we're going to start in our kibidash. Hands are going to be in chamber. We're going to start with our seiki no izuke, or our straight punch, going right down the middle. We're just going to do 10 of those. Try to put some power behind them. Don't just put them out there. You want to make sure that you're really snapping those strikes and turning both your wrist in chamber and your fist out front at the same time. Trying not to rotate your shoulders and trying not to straighten those legs. Keep them bent the whole time. So we're going to start with 10. Ready? Ish, ni, san, shi, go, rope, sish, hash, ku, ju. Good. Stay in that stance. We're going to double it up. We're going to do 2 punches for every count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stay in that stance. Now we're going to go straight punch, rolling it to a back fist. From a straight punch, seiki no izuke, to a back fist or a riken. Ready? Ish, ni, san, shi, go, rope, sish, hash, ku, ju. Good. Now, we're going to add one more strike to that. We're going to go straight punch, back fist, shuto, knife hand, right on the side. Straight punch, back fist, shuto on the other side. Okay, so seiki no izuke, riken, shuto. Ready? 1, punch, back fist, chop. 2, punch, back fist, chop. 3, punch, back fist, chop. 4, punch, back fist, chop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stay in that stance. We got one more we're going to do. It's a block series. So staying in that stance, we're going to go outward block, ushiuki, sotouki, geidambarai, ajeuke. Okay. So we're doing our outward block, inward, low to high. Hands ready. 1, out, in, low, high. Other side. Out, in, low, high. 3, out, in, low, high. 4, out, in, low, high. 5, out, in, low, high. And a little bit faster. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Shake those legs out. And you want to try to work on keeping those legs nice and strong. I know they get tired, and I know you want to straighten them out, but you want to really build that endurance in your legs to hold yourself nice and strong and stable into that ground. Because in a real situation, you're not going to be in it for that long. You're only going to be in it for a second before you move again. But you need to make sure that it's not sloppy. If you practice sloppy stances like this, then when somebody attacks you, you're going to go into a sloppy stance and it's not going to work. So you want to make sure that how you practice is how you're going to react. So practice really good and try to make it as perfect as you can get it, and make it as hard as you can in the dojo, so that if you have to use these out on the street or a self-defense situation, that it will work, and you're not going to come back, with a busted nose and black and blue eyes saying your karate didn't work. Okay, so we're going to get back into that horse stance, but we're going to focus on some kicks. So you will be coming out of your stance a little bit, but what you want to do when you're kicking from your horse stance is you want to avoid standing up too tall. Okay, so what I picture is that there's a ceiling maybe a couple inches above my head. So when I slide in to do my kick, I want to stay low. I don't want to come up and hit my head off that ceiling. So picture an imaginary ceiling, maybe a couple inches above. Again, you can come up and down, and you will, but we want to really focus on staying low with our knees bent, just like we were for our horse stance. And we're going to go through a couple series of kicks. So we're going to start from our kibidash. Our guards are going to be up. On one, we're going to start with the right leg. We're going to slide in for our mai geri. So you're going to slide your knee in, snap it, slide it back down. Okay, and we're going to do 5 of those. Ready? Ish, back down. Knee, back down. Try to stay low. San, shi, and go. Good. Now we're going to do 5 on the other leg. Same thing. Slide it in, snap it, and stay low. Ish, knee, san, shi, and go. Good. So now we're going to move to the next kick, side kick. So stay in that stance. We're going to slide it in, side kick, and back down. Okay. Same thing goes on the other side. Slide it in, up, push, and down. Change your guard to look where you're facing or where you're kicking. Don't be looking forward, kicking to the side. So we're going to start with the right leg. 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 5 on the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And make sure with those that your kick comes in, up and out, and doesn't just fall. We want to pull it back again. So picture a C or a U shape. I want to slide it in, bring it up, back, and down. Try not to get used to kicking and dropping it down. Next kick is going to be a back kick. So from our horse stance, we're going to look over our shoulder, slide our foot in like we're getting ready to do our front kick or our side kick. We're going to look over our shoulder, kick back, bring it down. So straight back, you want your foot and your toes pointing down, making sure that you're hitting with your heel. It's not a back side kick where we're turning it sideways. We're just going to do a back kick or a mule kick, Yushiro geri. So ready? 5 on our right. So 1 and back, 2 and back, 3, 4, 5. Good. 5 with the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Good. Stay in that stance. Now we're going to just put them all together, and we're going to kind of make a circle going around us. So staying low in that stance, starting with the right. So on 1, kick straight, 2, sideways, 3, back, 4, other leg, 5, side, 6, front, and back down. So we're just going to kick forward, side, back, other leg back, side, forward. We're going to go 1 time this way, 1 time that way, and we're going to switch it around. Okay, so we're going to start with our right, stay low. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back down. Now we're going to go to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, and back down. Again, to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and back down. One more time to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back down. Very good. Last time. You're going to try to do it as quick as you can, all the way around, one way, other way, and that's it. And you can do it without putting your foot down if you want, but we're going to try to go a little bit for speed on this one. So when I say go, all the way around, all the way back, and that's it. Ready? And go. Make sure you try to keep those hands up. Look where you're kicking. Try to keep your balance. And when you are bringing your feet together, make sure your knees are bent slightly and you're not standing straight up. Try to watch that those kicks don't drag you down or push you over. I don't want to kick and lean. I don't want to kick and lean back. I want to make sure that I'm staying as straight as possible for my front kick, for my side kick, for my back kick. I don't want to over lean in other directions to try to get height with my kicks. And if you need to, you can drop them low. If you want to work on your flexibility, try to get them at least waist high or solar plexus high. And if you want to really challenge yourself, you can try to go higher than that, up towards the head. Now we're going to work on a footwork drill combining our feet and our upper body. It's super basic. We're going to do our C steps or our Haruki lines or half moon steps, driving in with our Seiki Ukes or our straight punches. It's a good way to practice your timing. You want to make sure that you're starting in a good forward stance. So make sure you're nice and wide, and you want to picture a little V on the floor. You want to kind of C-step in, step out, and make sure that you're landing and punching with the same side and trying not to turn your shoulders. Try to keep yourself nice and straight. We're going to go 2 steps forward, and then we're going to 2 steps back. Okay? And just like before, you want to picture a ceiling. So you want to be coming up and back down. You want to keep this knee bent and just smoothly slide your foot to the other side. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth a couple times. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Seiki Ukes. Ready? Guards are up. So we go 1, 2. Backwards, 1, 2. Forwards, 1, 2. Backwards, 1, 2. Try to get everything to work together. Ish, knee. Ish, knee. 2 more times. Ish, knee, and back. Ish, knee. Good. We're going to do the same thing. Ajayuki, rising blocks. So I'm going to step forward, rising block up, step back, step back. Same thing we did before. Trying to get the timing of my step, landing, my hand coming back to chamber, and my hand going up, all at the same time. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Ajayukes. Ready? 1, 2. Backwards, 1, 2. Forwards, 1, 2. Backwards, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. 1, 2. Make sure you're staying square and make sure that hand is going over your head and not above or on your forehead where your head's poking out. Now, next one we're going to do is we're going to start from a feet together in a Shisente or relaxed stance. And we're going to work on a little V type of motion. So I'm going to step forward, reverse punch, Seiki Uke, feet come in, opposite. Called it a reverse punch because before we're punching same foot, same side. Now we're punching opposite foot, opposite side. Okay, so we're going to start from our Shisente relaxed stance. On 1, punch, bring it back. 2, other side, bring it back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you could keep your hands up in guard, or you could pull back to chamber. It's entirely up to you. Now we're just going to do it in 2 motions, so it's going to be pretty quick. We're only going to do 5 of them, but you're going to do both sides. So we're going to double it up 5 times. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. And one more we're going to do. This is going to incorporate the reverse step that we do in a lot of our forms. We're going to start from a sideways position. It could be from a horse stance, or it could be from feet straight up. We're going to do it from Shis and Tay first. So our guards are going to be up. I'm going to side kick, reach my foot out, and then I'm going to reverse step with my punch and come right back in. Side kick and reverse step. The reverse step is a combination of setting our stance or dropping into our stance and hip shifting once we're already in the stance. So we're combining both of them together. So we're starting feet together, sideways. 1 is our side kick, step down, reverse punch, come back in. 1, step, 2. Okay. 1, step, 2. Okay, now we're going to do the whole thing a little bit faster. We're going to do it 3 times. Ready? Sideways. So 1, kick, step, punch. Back. 2, kick, step, punch. 3, kick, step, punch. Good. Make sure that you're stepping wide. It's easy to want to step narrow and you're going to be off balance. When you do your side kick, you want to make sure that you step back almost and then twist for your reverse step. Okay, now we're going to switch sides 3 times slow. So guards are up. We're going to side kick, step back, and punch, and come back. And side kick, step back, and punch. Side kick, step back, and punch. Okay, so now we're going to do it 3 times a little bit faster. Ready? 1, kick, step, punch. 2, kick, step, punch. 3. Good job. So those were a couple exercises that you can practice in not a lot of space. You don't need a lot of room. Working both your right side and your left side. You can do it for a certain number of time, and you can work on your height. But we want to really focus on combining our stance and our upper body together instead of separate. And it's really hard to do at first, but the more you practice it, and think about that when you're doing your katas, and think about that when you're doing your self-defense, they all are going to blend together and they're all going to help each other to get better. So good job, good class.